I would say in my network at least, 9 out of 10 people or even more, they don't know what they're doing. Even the most confident founders I have in my network, people that you wouldn't even imagine that they might be feeling as insecure as everyone. No one knows what they're doing.
Yeah. And then we live in a time where we have to
Yeah.
signal that we know what we're doing. So we cannot show weakness, right? Because then we apparently are not the right one for the job. So the one who's best at faking it till they make it gets on top.
But when a lot of people fake it till they make it, I don't know about you, but to me, it starts becoming a little bit of a noise.
Yeah, I agree in the sense it ties back to the why would people rather have an AI than a person as a manager? Because the manager doesn't know what they're doing really, right? In that situation as well. And especially also in human conversation, it gets complicated and it's messy, and we have relations and we have other agendas and things, and you're accountable to your boss, but your boss is accountable to his boss. So he cannot just promise you a raise because you need it. He has to be accountable to the business first.
I think the word here that we are both looking is trust. There is a trust issue at the moment. At least the AI won't try to fool me. It might hurt my feelings, but it will be transparent.
Yeah.
Since we're talking about a network of people around you while you are running a business, is there someone? If there isn't, that's perfectly fine. I'm not trying to lead the conversation. Is there someone that you can be completely honest, completely transparent, completely vulnerable about your thoughts, your doubts, your fears?
I would say there's two levels to it, right? Because one is because I was kind of aware of this situation and not being alone. I've managed to establish a good extended network of professional relations to go in and discuss professional issues. So, is this the right decision? Is this the right platform? How do we handle this in relations to people? That's all the outward facing things from my role. So yes, I actually had good relations with people and opening up and having conversation with them, right? But on the other level, the personal level, in relation to the role, the imposter syndrome and all the other things that you get, I think there was only a few people I actually felt I could open up on that level. I could show everybody the turtle shell because they could technically see that anyway. But inside the shell was me, the actual turtle, that only very few people saw. It's the two different roles we have, our own uncertainties inside as people and the activities that we do on the outside that we can discuss and justify. So the turtle image, but I think it's quite precise. Everybody could see the shell, but very few got invited inside.
Yeah, I mean, few people are a lot compared to the average. In most cases, it's none. What I hear frequently from founders or high performers generally is that they have people around them, but each of them doesn't necessarily get it. For example, you might have your family close, but they don't really get what you're going through. It's your mom and your dad. If you're lucky to have them, you might have your partner, your husband, your wife, but still, there is always a dynamic of I have to prove something, I can't be fully vulnerable. But even if there isn't that dynamic, they don't always get you. They might offer some words of affirmation, some support, but it's not really landing. That's what I hear a lot from people like you. Do you relate at all with that?
Yeah, especially through time. So I started 2 companies. The first company I started badly, the way I left the company and everything. So but that was 20 years ago, right? I was very alone with that. There was a lot of emotions coming out on the other side, and I had to have a lot of conversation with people around the process to tackle it. So from that perspective, I was sitting alone with the situation, but then I had to process it. I had to open up. And I think it meant that when I started the second company, a lot of the people I had opened up to around the first process, I had those people along the way, because you have to fuck up once really bad uh, to have good people in your corner, and that has helped me a lot in the second process. But also sometimes I feel that you need people to not just say yes, but also push.
Absolutely.
Very often it's like the AI saying, yeah, sure, okay, and they can actually completely understand you, and they know where you're coming from, they know what you've been, but maybe sometimes they should also, okay, pull yourself together and do this now. Move on, do something. And I feel I've probably been too self-confident to allow people to do that. So it's my mistake of not letting them in. So back to the self-perception, saying, no, yeah, sure, you can pat me on the
Yeah.
back, but I got this. When technically, when you look back, say, well, dude, I didn't have it.
Yeah,
Why
yeah.
didn't you tell me? I thought I got it, but no, I didn't.